Hi, welcome to my channel, Not Your Average Weight Loss. I'm Karen, 56, soon to be 57-year-old, mom of one, and I've been on compounded tirzepatide now for over a year, probably a year and 3 months. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, thank you for joining. If you've been here before, welcome back. Let's get right into it. So today's topic is something that I wish somebody told me, right? The truth about maintenance on a GLP-1. When I first started my journey, my weight loss journey on a GLP-1, I was completely focused on one thing, losing weight, of course, right? I never stopped to think about what would happen after I reached my goal. Now after losing about 63 pounds, from my highest weight, which was about 193 pounds, it probably was even more because I never weighed myself really, to around 130 pounds currently in maintenance. I've learned that maintenance is an entirely different phase of the journey. It's all new, and trust me, you'll get there. Honestly, I think it's the phase that people talk about the least. If you're wondering what maintenance really looks like on a GLP-1, what has changed, what has surprised me, and what I'm doing to keep the weight off, then this video is for you. Please like and subscribe. I appreciate it. And let's dive right in. So everything I share on my channel, I just want to give this caveat, is based on my personal experience. I hope it helps in whatever phase of journey you're in. I'm not a doctor. This is my opinion. So my biggest misconception was when I tried to lose weight, I thought maintenance would be easy, right? That's the easy part. The hard part is losing the weight, right? And I imagined that once I reached my goal, I could simply relax. The truth is, maintenance isn't the finish line. There's definitely more to it than that. It's the beginning of learning how to live life differently. Instead of chasing a smaller number on the scale, which many of us have done in the past as well, even prior to a GLP-1, I had to learn how to maintain the results I worked so hard to achieve. Strength training, protein intake, reverse dieting, all of those things, right? That required a completely different mindset. So just an update, I'm still on a 3.0 milligram dose of compounded tirzepatide. And for me, it's working. That works for me. I never had to go up. It helps keep my food noise under control and supports the healthy habits I've built over the past year and 3 months, right? Everybody is different. Medication decisions should always be communicated with your healthcare provider. For me, staying on this dose has been part of my successful maintenance strategy. And the scale, the next thing I want to talk about is the scale, right? The scale no longer is my main focus. One of the biggest mental changes I've had to make is learning not to obsess over the scale. I'll be honest with you guys. I still weigh myself every day, but that's just to be accountable for myself, right? But when I was losing the weight, I did celebrate every pound, every week, yay. Now my weight stays around 130. Some days it's a little higher, some days it's a little lower. That's completely normal, especially when I'm doing a reverse diet. If you don't know what a reverse diet is, please check out my other videos, and they explain it all. I think there's 2 videos on it. What matters much more to me now is what's happening inside my body. So my body is still changing, right? Even it's doing a recomposition. Even though my weight has remained stable, my body composition continues to improve, and that's important to me for my goals. My body fat percentage has decreased. My body fat mass has gone down, particularly as I mentioned in my other videos, my belly fat. my menopause as I'm going through menopause. My lean mass has increased. My skeletal muscle has also increased. And I really think that is due to a weighted vest when I walk. I have a walking pad that I use every night. And I walk with a weighted vest. I started out with 12 pounds. I'm at 18 pounds now. And I also have a 20 pound. So what I would recommend for you, if you do want to do the weighted vest, start out with a lower weight and then work yourself up like anything else. My visceral fat continues to improve. That tells me I'm losing fat while maintaining and even building muscle, right? Muscle is important for us, right? Especially when you're over 50. That's exactly what I hoped a reverse diet would help me achieve, and it has. I'm still in the reverse diet mode. I'm still doing it. And I have to tell you, reverse dieting changed everything for me. I'll admit something. The idea of eating more calories in the beginning scared me. I mean, really? Like, eat more calories and not gain weight? What's that about? But it works. After spending so much time in a calorie deficit, increasing my food intake felt like I was doing something wrong. But reverse dieting has taught me that maintenance isn't about eating as little as possible forever. That's the key. You don't want to put your body into a starvation mode, right? It's about learning how to fuel your body properly. I'm eating more than I did during my weight loss phase. That's normal. A little bit less than my maintenance phase because I'm in a cut phase of the reverse diet. But I'm also fueling my workouts, supporting muscle growth, and maintaining my results. That has been a huge mental shift. What I prioritize every day, and people often ask what I'm focusing on, well, it's simple. First, as you know, protein at every meal. Second, I strength train consistently because preserving muscle becomes even more important as we age. I believe muscle gives you makes your metabolism faster, right? The more muscle you have, the more really that you can eat because your metabolism is going. It increases it. Third, I do stay active throughout the day. I make sure to get my strength training in, my walking in. Fourth, I continue to monitor my nutrition and make adjustments when needed. Like I mentioned earlier, I do weigh myself every day, daily, for accountability. And finally, I remind myself that consistency will always be perfection. That's the number one thing I learned in maintenance. Truly has. It really has. I've been consistent, not perfect, but consistent, and that's what matters. So the biggest lesson I've learned, if there's one thing I hope people take away from this video, it's this. Maintenance isn't about trying to stay on a diet forever. It's about building a lifestyle you can actually enjoy and maintain. What happens when you go on vacation, right? You don't want to be in a calorie deficit. You want to make an adjustment to your body so that you can enjoy the foods. You can enjoy a birthday party, etc., right? It's the healthy habits, as I mentioned before, that you learn through this process. GLP-1 is a tool. It's about building a lifestyle you can actually enjoy and maintain. For me, that means focusing on health rather than chasing a lower number on the scale. Today, my goals are different than they were a year and 3 months ago. I want lower body fat, belly, more muscle, more strength, better energy, and a healthier future. I want to live, right? A healthy life and enjoy my retirement. My advice for anyone starting a GLP-1, if you're just beginning your GLP-1 journey, don't wait until you reach your goal weight to think about maintenance. That's a mistake I made, really, because it seemed like it was so far away that you just didn't think about it, right? But you need to think about it because it's gonna get here. It's gonna come before you know it. You know how fast time flies, right? Start building healthy habits now while you're in this journey. Prioritize protein, strength train. I'm an advocate of that if you're able to. Learn about nutrition. Be patient with yourself. The habits you build during weight loss are the same habits that will help you maintain your results later. Looking back, losing about 63 pounds total for my highest weight has changed my life. It really has. But maintaining that weight has taught me even more. Maintenance isn't the end of the journey. It's simply a new chapter. If you're on your own GLP-1 journey, I'd love to hear where you are. Are you still losing weight? Have you started thinking about maintenance yet? Leave me a comment below. I read all of them because I'd really enjoy hearing about your story. I really would, and giving any advice that you'd like. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, like and subscribe to my channel, and join me as I continue sharing my experiences with maintenance, reverse dieting, body recomposition, and healthy aging. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your time, and I'll see you next week. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday with your family. Have a good one. Bye-bye.